Well, another day, another bombshell from Florida's Department of Education. This time we've discovered the state is telling Florida's 67 school districts, give us back some of the CARES Act money you haven't spent.
Yeah, but here's the thing. The district, they have more than a year left to spend it. Only Katie LeGrone is breaking this statewide story tonight.
Florida school districts aren't holding back.
It was a bombshell. It was shocking. Nobody expected it.
This time, the unexpected is a directive to give CARES Act dollars back to the state, and millions of them. In this memo dropped on school districts this past Friday, Florida's Department of Education tells its 67 school districts once the governor signs the state's new budget, districts will have to immediately revert any unspent money from its second round of CARES Act dollars, also known as the Elementary and Secondary School Emergency Relief Funds, or ESSER. The money is part of the billions in federal pandemic relief funds to help schools and students rebound from the pandemic. According to the memo, which is confusing and not very clear, once districts return that money, they can then apply for it, but must focus new spending proposals on implementing summer enrichment camps, after-school programs, and individualized tutoring services that address public school students' academic, social, and emotional needs.
Summer programs were in the original grant. So, it seems like there's kind of some overlap, and it doesn't make a lot of sense.
In Manatee County, the unexpected edict has its school district now looking at returning, then reapplying for some $3.3 million in unspent ESSER II dollars. But like most school districts, its associate superintendent of finance says that money may not be drawn, but it's already earmarked.
We've been planning on how we're going to use these funds for over a year, for a very long time. And now all of a sudden to just say, sorry, those plans are changed, give us our money back.
The impact could leave Florida school districts returning, then reapplying for, in total, more than $1.4 billion, which by federal law, districts have until September 2023 to spend.
You have to reapply for a grant that you already received in the middle of the spending period?
Yes, that's what's getting ready to happen. And we've already got administrators and staff working with our finance director.
Sandra Himmel is school superintendent in Citrus County and serves as president of the state's School Superintendent Association.
Was this a surprise to you?
Well, it was a little surprised when we read the letter.
I'm just still trying to understand the why.
Well, Katie, I can't give you the why.
At this point, it's so new and frankly so confusing. Districts aren't clear how returning the money they've earmarked could impact jobs and student programs they've already planned for. Districts just received the third, final, and largest round of school pandemic relief funds last month, which could offset money they have to return and apply for. Still, it's a mess, leaving school districts scrambling and everyone wondering why.
I don't think it's fair that we have to, knee-jerk something that we've worked on so long. And so instead of us focusing now on starting school next year, we have to regroup and refocus to, okay, now what does this mean for ESSER II? But no, it's not fair.
I'm my team investigator, Katie LeGrone, taking action for you.
And late this afternoon, a spokesperson from Florida's Department of Education told us in an email that unspent dollars will be moved to a different grant starting next fiscal year as part of the state budget approved by the legislature.